Namaste, beautiful spirit. For this practice, we'll be facing both directions on our mat. So set up your screen or your mat the way that works best for you. And when you're ready to get started, settle down onto your back, close down your eyes, settle into your body in the present moment by shifting your focus to some deep belly breath. Set the intention to find enjoyment through the simplicity of movement and your breath. Explore moving positively through the different transitions and spaces that we'll find. Move into a full body stretch. Send your arms behind your head. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, curl your knees up towards your sacral chakra and give your legs a big hug. Enjoy a little back massage by rocking on your back. Release your feet down behind your hips. Roll over to one side and come up to your cross-legged seat. Connect with your body by gently offering the thighs a massage or softly stretching the neck with half moon shapes. Place your left palm next to your left hip, right hand to the outer edge of your right foot. Extend your right leg out and elevate the right foot up. You can explore this in a flowing motion by bending and straightening out the right leg. Release your left foot down and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your hips and knees open into your butterfly pose. Hands over the feet, sway and move fluidly from side to side as you release forward over your legs. Stretch your arms forward and keep swaying to settle in. And pull your shoulders back over your hips and move with me to your tabletop pose. We'll explore these flowing side bends. Lift your toes. Set your feet off to your right. Stretch your left arm forward and bend the right elbow. Lift back to tabletop. Feet to your left. Right arm goes forward. Let the left elbow drop to the earth. Move through center. Feet to your right. Left arm stretches. Enjoy this beautiful side body flow at your own pace a couple more times. Find your tabletop and head back to our first downward dog together. Grounding through the palms, fingers spread wide, letting your heart melt towards the thighs, swaying the hips or walking it out on the spot here. Begin to move through a variation of a sun salutation. Curl the right knee towards the front of your mat and step into a runner's lunge. Explore a gentle sway to soften the hips. Set your back knee down onto your mat. Reach your arms forward and up. You can explore a gentle back bend by releasing your head back. Bring your hands down. Stretch your right arm forward and then reach back for the left foot or ankle. Let the current of your breath guide you into your body and melt away any tension. Release your right hand down on the inside of the right leg. Lift away from your back knee and turn into your side lunge, bending the right leg. Sink the hips and flex your left foot to deepen the stretch. Now face the back of your mat and settle into your runner's lunge, exploring that fluid wave and sway through the hips. Back knee down to your mat, arms go forward and reach up, opening through the front body. And bring your hands down. Left arm goes forward and then reach back for your right foot. Float your left arm on the inside of the left leg and turn to the long edge of your mat, side lunge. Walk to the true front of your mat. Step into standing forward fold. Left foot meets the right. Relax your upper body forward and begin to walk your hands from the right to the left, back and forth. When you breathe in, roll your spine up to standing, circling your arms overhead. Draw your hands down through heart center as you fold forward. Lengthen and half lift. Palms to your mat. Step back to your variation of plank. And gently lower all the way down to your front body, extending your legs back. Hands stay by the rib cage. Flow your cobra pose, lifting and lowering. Breathe in, opening the front body. Breathing out, relaxing your back body. Press into your palms and move back into hero's pose. Hips release onto the heels. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your low back. Straighten your arms and flow forward, letting your third eye touch the earth. As you breathe in, roll your shoulders back over your hips, throw your head back. And breathing out, forehead down to your mat. Flowing this space a couple more times on your own. Rest into your true child's pose with third eye on the earth. resting your arms forward towards the front of your mat. Take a deep belly breath and sigh your breath away. Let's move into our main flow of this practice, where we'll really be facing both directions of the mat. So come up to all fours and lift your hips back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in and then step one foot to the front of your mat and then the other into Uttanasana, forward fold. Roll up to standing, arms sweep above you, hands come down to your heart space. Feel your feet connect with the earth, hug your navel in. Press into the right foot and draw your left knee up. Left ankle over the right thigh for standing figure four pose. You can bring your hands down to the earth for support in this balance, or try to clasp your hands behind your low back with me, drawing the shoulders open. Take your time, bring the left hand on the outside of your right foot. Right arm stretches open and up towards the sky. Move back to standing, but this time bring the left knee with you, hugging your left leg up towards your heart center. We'll take a mini warrior three, stretching the left foot to the back of your mat. Left foot releases down at the back of your mat and turn and open into warrior two, bending into your left leg, now facing the opposite direction. Clasp your hands behind your low back for this reverse warrior variation. Release your head back and breathe. Let your arms flow open to a T. Straighten your front leg. Open into your triangle pose. Option to weave your left arm beneath the left thigh and clasp your hands behind your low back. If you explored that bind, open your arms wide again. Twirl your hands down around your left foot and lift off into your standing leg split. Right leg goes up. Bring your hands to heart center. Release the right foot down so you land in high lunge. Reach your arms forward and up so you go into a gentle back bend. Let your hands frame the left leg for support. Balance in the left leg as the right leg lifts. Bend your right knee and reach back to hold the right foot or ankle with your right hand. Step back into a goddess squat with your hands supporting you on the earth. Let your hips move from back to front of your mat a bit here. And turn to the true front of your mat and step into your standing forward fold. Deep breath in, stand tall, arms up, and then bring your hands down to heart center. Grounded through the left foot, right knee lifts, right ankle over left thigh, hips drop back to deepen this stretch in your standing figure four. Hands behind the low back. Breathe deeply. Right hand on the outside of your right foot. Left arm opens into your twist. Release your lifted hand down. Face the front of your mat. And you'll come to standing. Bring the right knee with you. Mini warrior three. Right leg floats behind you. Turn and open into warrior two, bending the right knee, face the back of your mat. Bring your hands together behind your back, release your head back. Still a beautiful deep bend into the front knee, opening the hips. Feel this full body stretch with each breath. Release your arms open and stretch open into your triangle pose. Arms wide apart, or wrap the right arm around the right thigh so hands can meet behind your back. Spread your arms open, hands twirl down to your mat and frame your right foot. Shift forward so the left leg can lift into standing leg split. Hands at your heart, draw your shoulder blades back and draw your shoulders down. Move into high lunge, left foot steps behind you, arms wave up and open the front body. Release your hands down for support in our next balance, our dancer variation. Right fingertips support you as the left hand catches your left foot behind you. Press down through the right foot and pull your left foot gently forward to deepen. Release your lifted foot to the true front of your mat. Turn and face the long edge of your mat. And let's explore a little flowing side lunge, bending one knee as you straighten the other, flowing this space. Turn to the true front of your mat and land in downward dog. Roll your spine, release your knees down to tabletop, and sit back into your hero's pose. Ride the current of a deep breath. Wave your palms to the front of your mat. Lift your hips. Walk your knees back so you can release into your puppy pose. Really refreshing your front body with each deep breath. Gently release from this space. Let your hips sink back so your hands can slide back a little and you can pop up to all fours. Tent your fingers so you can bring your left foot forward to the top of your mat. Slide your left foot forward and away from you so your hips can start to sink towards your mat and your front leg straightens as much as you feel comfortable. Let your hands support you. I like to sway a bit here to soften my hips and help the front leg stretch. Press into your palms or fingertips and slide the left foot back by bringing the left hip back. And bring the left knee back next to your right. Fingertips are tented. Bring the right foot forward and explore your variation of Hanumasana. Breathe deeply to ease any discomfort and positively enjoy exploring this space with your body. And bring the hips back, slide the right heel back, and step into your tabletop pose. Move towards the top of your mat so you can slowly release down onto your back. Place your feet hip distance apart behind your hips. Have a couple options to explore a back bend front body opener. You can explore bridge pose by placing hands by your hips and lifting hips away from your mat. You can also explore both of these like I did. In bridge pose, you're welcome to clasp and interlace your hands behind your low back like we found many times in this practice. Option to explore your wheel pose. Whatever space you've chosen, pause and explore riding the current of your breath. Softly release onto your back. Bring your legs up and give your legs a hug. Let's move into our final posture together, our full body relaxation pose. Let your legs and your arms rest onto your mat and onto the earth. Close down your eyes. Take a deep belly breath. Surrender into this moment and let your body melt. When you're ready to close your practice, reconnect with your breath, move back into your body and into your center. Let the wisdom of being in your body and feeling guide you. Breathe in a positive energy. Leave your mat with a grateful heart. Thank you, beautiful spirit, for practicing with me today. Namaste.